Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the online class. After so long, we are going to start a new chapter after examination, that is Desert Animal from NCERT book, right? So, here we are going to start another chapter, that is chapter 9, Desert Animals. Okay, you know about desert, what is desert, and you know about what is animal, right? So, before starting this chapter, I'm gonna see what is written here. Can you name some desert areas in India and the world? Can you answer it? What are the desert area in the your country, in our country, and in the world? Can you answer anything? If you know, then please answer it. Okay. Now the next question is, who do you think lives in such areas? Now the next question is that, what do you think? Who are the things और कौन ऐसे लोग हैं जो वहां रहते हैं? Who do you think lives in such areas? The areas which you will name, like where you can see desert area. About that, you have to tell who are they are living in that area. Okay, so it is about desert animals. Desert animal, the animal who lives in deserts. Okay, let's see. Let's read the chapter and we'll find who are they who live in desert areas. Okay? Desert animals. Deserts. Deserts are the driest places on earth and sometimes go for months or even years without rain. Yeah, desert are the driest place. Desert are the driest place on earth. And even what happened there, it remains desert for a month, for year, or because there's no rain. Without rain they become dry. But even the desert animals cannot survive without water. As we know, every living beings need water to survive, right? So even even the animals who are living in desert, they need water. They cannot survive without water. But how they can survive, or how they live, what their living style, who are they who live, we'll see in this chapter. Or for long periods in scorching sun. Okay, like the animals who live in in deserts, how they live in scorching sun, means very hot sun. So they have to find different ways of coping with the harsh conditions. Yeah, according to the condition, according to the weather, according to the climate of the desert, they need to survive. They need to means find some other way so that they can survive there in the harsh conditions. For example, it is given here about an animal that gerbils. Gerbils spend the hottest part of the day in cool underground burrows. And strange insects called darkling beetles are experts at catching drops of moisture on their legs, then lifting them into the air until the drops trickle down in the mouths. Means what it is given, like two animal, it is talking about two animal, gerbils and this darkling beetles. Gables, what they do, they spend hottest part of the day under the bureaus. Okay, under the bureaus. But burrows. Okay, it's not bureau, it's burrows. So they means they spend there. And the darkling beetle, what they do, they catch moisture on their legs. वो अपने पैर में while walking or while scrolling here means while scrolling here and there. Okay, what they do, they just catch the moisture of whatever they get from the means surface or the leaves or the grasses. They catch moisture on their leg, and afterwards what they do, they lift that leg up into the air and they drop that water or the moisture into the mouth, है ना? जब वो means after catching that moisture, they lift their leg अपने पैर को ऊपर करके, they drop that water liquid into the mouth. Okay, Not all deserts are endless seas of rolling and sand dunes. Okay, what is given, like not every like deserts are having a sea of sand dunes. Okay, like मतलब ये बोला जा रहा है कि सारे deserts ऐसे नहीं होते कि वो dry रहते हैं, but some are rocky or pebbly and dotted with small bushes, while others are sprinkled with colorful flowers during the spring. कुछ डेजर्ट्स ऐसे भी हैं जहाँ रॉकी पेबली सरफेस है, और कुछ डेजर्ट्स ऐसे भी हैं जहाँ पे colorful flowers we can see during spring. Okay, so here we have seen that how they scorching in the sun, two animals is given, gerbils and the darkling beetles, how they survive into the desert and harsh conditions. Okay, and even we know that not every desert is dry. Some deserts are like they are means not every deserts have sand dunes, but yes, other deserts also have some rocky and pebbly surface, and some they receive colorful flower also during the spring. There are more than 2,300 different kinds of snakes around the world, ranking ranging from just 15 centimeters long to more than 11 meters. Yes, 15 सेंटीमीटर से लेकर 11 मीटर तक snakes can be found. Okay, most snakes are quite harmless. We cannot like imagine that snakes are also like they are uh, they are harmless. We cannot imagine it, right? But there are a few that are so poisonous they can kill a human being with just one bite. We only have a myth about it. Ki yes, snake is there, then it will be a poisonous one, and it means it is able to kill a human being with just one bite. We only have a belief of means about snake, but we cannot imagine that snake are harmless. But yes, they are. This is the fact. Some snakes are harmless, but some snakes, we can say, they are poisonous too. Most snakes lay eggs, but there are many which give birth to their young. Means, as we know, snakes give birth to, like they lay eggs, but some of the snakes they give young ones like us. जैसे human का बच्चा human जैसा होता है, right? Elephants का बच्चा elephants जैसा होता है. We say that they are mammals. Mammals who can give birth to their own young ones, अपने जैसे young ones को वो जन्म देते हैं, then we can say they mammals. Okay, some snakes are also mammals because they give birth to their young, not they lay. In the dry rocky deserts of America lives a rather evil looking snake with a very bad reputation. Its frightening rattle can be heard as far as 30 meters away, and it can strike with lightning speed. It is talking about a snake which is really harmful, which is really evil, which is living in the deserts of America. In the deserts of America. Okay, so what is its feature? Its feature is like it is very evil and very bad. It has a very bad reputation because it has a frightening rattle. Okay, rattle means at the end of the snake you can see some pointed, some different structure of thing is there, right? Like you can see here, this is the thing you can see at the end of the snake. You can see some of two, or it may be of 6 inches or 7 inches. Okay, so उसी वो जब when snake is crawling down on the surface, it makes some kind of noise. It can make some kind of noise with that rattle. Okay, that is the mean snake rattles. Okay, वो आवाज होता है इसके पूंछ का. एंड दे कैन, जो अमेरिका में पॉइजनस जो evil snake है, दे इट लाइक They means their rattles can be heard from 30 meters away, and yes, it can strike with lightning speed. वो strike मतलब किसी को हमला करते with the means light कैसे strike करता, like sudden when you switch off the light and when again you switch on the light, switch on करते ही जैसे ही वो light का speed होता है to getting spread into the room or wherever you can, तो उसके स्पीड में ये एक ह्यूमन को स्ट्राइक करता है. हु? द स्नेक हु इज लिविंग इन डेजर्ट्स ऑफ अमेरिका, रॉकी डेजर्ट्स ऑफ अमेरिका. But the rattlesnake, or rattler as it's sometimes called, prefers to avoid people if it possibly can. Means sometimes this rattlesnake also avoid the people. Okay, sometimes like most of the animals they don't like to face human beings, because once they saw the animal they will harm the animal or they will kill the animal. So snakes are also quite like intelligent. When they see human beings they think they like rather to face them they possibly escape or they try to avoid human beings. It holds its tail upright and rattles the end whenever it is disturbed. Means whenever this snake, the snake who is living in the rocky deserts of America, it always makes a rattle sound with its tail. अपने पूंछ से rattle sound करते हैं whenever it is disturbed, in the hope that the intruder will go away. और जब भी कोई उन्हें तंग करता है तो they do like this just because अगर कोई है तो they can go away from there. However, it, if its warnings are ignored and it feels threatened, it will coil and ready to bite. And some time when it thinks like nobody is like listening its rattle sound, or if like means अगर कोई उसे ignore करता है तो he gave the warning ना, and once the human being like अगर उसे कोई ignore कर दिया तो he is ready to bite, he can coil and ready to bite. But the rattler itself cannot hear the noise its own tail makes. You know what, whenever it gives the warning to the human beings और जो भी वहां पे है, अगर किसी को warning देना, they make sound from their tail, rattle sound. Okay, but what happens, it cannot hear his own rattling sound which is coming from its tail. It cannot listen it. Like most snakes, it hears things through vibration in the ground. If a person walks nearby, the snake can feel the movement. But if the same person were to shout, it would not hear a thing. Rattlesnakes are very common and widespread animal, living right across the American continent from Canada to Argentina. They feed on a variety of prey, including mice, voles, rats, chipmunks, and many other small animals. This rattlesnake, what they do? They feel the vibration. They cannot hear. Okay, they cannot hear the voice, but yes, they can hear the movement of the human beings or whatever the living things. Okay, but if a person is standing in front of it and the person is crying or screaming, they cannot hear, they cannot hear the voice even. Okay, they can only feel the vibration. They can only feel the vibration. Okay, and they are widespread animal. They are living across America to Argentina, Canada to Argentina. Okay, and they feed what they eat. They eat mice, voles, rats, chipmunks, and many other small animals. Rattlesnake kill their prey with venom. Okay, मतलब अपने जहर से वो अपने prey को मीन्स जो भी उसका शिकार है उसे मार देते हैं. ठीक है, venom means this, yes, जहर. Like all snakes, they swallow the unfortunate animal whole. Few snakes have to eat more than once a week, and some such as the larger pythons, can survive for a year or more without eating. Yes, some snakes they need to eat regularly, but some snakes they cannot eat more than once, okay, a week. एक week से ज़्यादा वो नहीं खाते है ना, and they can even survive for a means year, okay, or more. एक साल से ज़्यादा वो रह सकते हैं without eating anything. Okay, they are the larger pythons. Okay, तो what they do, they अपने प्रे अपने शिकार को वो पहले अपने जहर से बाइट करके दे kill them and then they swallow means निगल जाते हैं the unfortunate animals whatever means जो भी वहां पे आगे they can eat them. Now, it was about the desert animals, okay, where we saw gerbils and gerbils and this darkling beetles, and now we saw about the rattlesnakes, and now we are going to discuss about mongooses. Okay, we are going to discuss about mongooses. Mongooses like to hunt together, but they always keep a lookout for dangerous predators nearby. And जो भी उन पे शिकार अगर लगा के बैठा हुआ है तो उसके लिए दे ऑलवेज लुक हेयर एंड देयर सो दैट दे कैन सेव देयर लाइफ, poking their noses into holes, overturning rocks with their paws, and scratching the ground with their sharp claws. And what they do, how they behave, they are the things like they poke means अपने उंगली करना या जो भी अपने नोज से वो किसी भी सरफेस को टच कर कर स्मेल करके दे like smell the means they make the holes also, they overturning the rocks like अपने जो भी rocks वगैरह they turn there, okay, and they also scratch the grounds with their sharp claws. Banded mongoose are very amusing animals to watch. This, yes, of course, you have seen some mongooses around your house or wherever you are living. Okay, they are very famous to kill snakes, right? And they are very amusing animal. Amusing means they are very interesting, enjoyable because they always means they are very quick. They even hide themselves whenever they saw means they hear hear some kind of noises or some. They always live in a peace place. Okay, very silent place, and they are very amusing. They a common sight in many parts of Africa. They travel in groups of about 22, forage for beetles, millipedes, and other small creature. Okay, means they always move in the group of 20 to search the food they eat. Like mongooses eat beetles, millipedes. Okay, and other animal small creatures. Okay, they like to hunt together, keeping in touch whenever they go out of sight behind rocks or bushes. Yes, they always keep a look whether they are in danger or not. They always they always keep an eye over the dangerous thing because they everyone they don't want to be killed or something unfortunately, okay, or fortunately also means they no one would like to be killed, but they always keep mongooses always keep an eye nearby the surroundings, hiding behind the rocks, bushes, and what they do by twittering and calling. Whenever they find something mischievous around them, they always twittering and calling. Always on the lookout for danger, like hawks, eagles, and large snakes. They always इन लोगों से इनको खतरा रहता है, ठीक है? Large snakes, eagles, and hawks. They usually eat mongooses. Okay, they warn one another with a special alarm call if they spot anything suspicious. Yes, whenever they found something suspicious around them, they use they have some special things. They have a special alarm to warn the group. Mongooses are famous for being able to kill snakes without getting hurt themselves. Yes, Means, as we know, rattlesnake are very strike in biting or hurting the human beings, or very good at strike, है ना, अपने मीन्स अपने शिकार को वो बहुत जल्दी, even in the speed of light, they strike them. But these mongooses are too fast than snake also, because these mongooses are very famous, or we know about them that they are very good at killing snakes. Their reactions are so fast that they can dodge each time the snake strikes. They continually make a nuisance of themselves until, after a while, when the snake gets tired, they quickly dive in for the kill. Yes, of course. Means, as we know, snake doesn't have any food or um, hands or, you know, but this mongoose have, and they continuously disturbing the snake until the snake gets tired, and वो surrender करना होता है ना वैसे, and they kill, mongoose kill the snake. All the females mongooses have their kitten at about the same time. They are raised by the whole group in a den made inside an old termite mound or hollow log. It is like a termite means दीमक की तरह वहाँ रहते हैं, और they live into the hollow log, मतलब कोई भी ऐसा बार्क है, ट्री का ब्रांच है ना, शाखा, उसके अंदर वो लोग दिस mongoose live. And whenever they go, means female mongooses को babies kittens होते, तो all the group members, they are living together and they raise the kittens together. When most of the adults are out looking for food, one or two males stay behind to stand guard until the other return for the night. Yes, whenever some of the males go in search of food, तो दो तीन males mongoose leave there to guard until they all come back to the place. Okay, so we have seen about desert animals, like about mongooses. We have seen about rattlesnakes. We have seen about this darkling beetles, and darkling beetles. And at first we have seen about gerbils, right? So this is all about chapter for today, and tomorrow I'm gonna finish this chapter. Okay, with the exercises, question answers. Okay. So up to then, you just read this chapter by your own and find out the word meaning which are really difficult for you, and memorize that all, learn all the words meaning. Okay. So have a nice day to all, and bye everyone.